Hello ladies and gentlemen, subscribe Astro Sundar and press the bell icon. Today we are going to see Tula Lagna, Libra Ascendant. All planet in different house. First house. Sun. First house. Sun is in debilitated sign in Lagna. Sun gives love of justice, peace and harmony. The native is courteous, pleasant, and agreeable. They are even-tempered, affectionate and generous. There will be many ups and downs in life. Disrespect in old age. Worried and of doubtful nature. Loss through gout, victory over enemies, successful hopes and fortunate actions. Moon. Preferment and dignities, honors through merits, success through industrious efforts. High ambitions, gain through mother and government, relations with opposite sex. Comforts from conveyance. Respectful to elder. Medium age, may be afflicted with rheumatic pains. Mars. First house. Handsome, wealthy, love of women and benefit through them. Connections with the law. Public enemies, also in unions and partnership. Money comes readily. When afflicted, obstacles through money, which may be hard to accumulate. Loss through enemies. Bad stomach and afflicted eyes. Mercury. First house. Lords of 9th and 12th houses when posited in Lagna or Ascendant, indicates long journeys, learning, fortunate with strangers, foreigners, wife's relatives and voyages. Animosity, heavy troubles, sorrow, loss through enemies. Danger of imprisonment or disablement, requiring hospitalization. Loss through woman, wealthy and licentious. Eyes will be afflicted. Jupiter. First house. Comforts and gains from children. Blessed with long life, religious, wealthy and respected. Pilgrimage, comfortable life. Concern with affairs of brethren and neighbors. Writings, learning and accomplishments. Loss through servants and sickness through irregularity. Venus. First house. Fond of music, dance, poetry, and perfumes. Relations with opposite sex. Gain through women. Bestows power over enemies. Wealthy, respected and comforts from children. Self-made man. Good health. Harmony in married life if not afflicted. Legacies and money. Death by irregularity. Saturn. First house. Saturn is a yoga Karka for Libra Ascendant, and it is exalted in Lagna. It will bestow fortunate inheritance, gain through land, property, or parentage. Makes the native wealthy, respected, of good habits and nature. In middle age adulterous, unhappy. Loss through enemies. Average lifespan. Pleasure seeking, healthy and cordial relations with people. Rahu or Ketu. First house. Long life, many enemies, changeable residence and of bad thoughts. Journeys in life, to marriages or women. Danger from reptiles. Good luck in old age. Second house. Sun. Second house. Money through personal efforts, gain through friends and acquaintances and hard work. Devoid of comforts from brothers. Moon. Gain through trade, industry, and gout, or parents. Gain of ancestral property. Wealthy and respected. Knowledge of many languages. Less progeny. Mars. Second house. Gain by marriage and own hard work. Heavy losses in early life. Losses through unions, partnerships, contracts, lawsuits, public enemies. Loss through women and death of partner. Mercury. Gain of money through foreign merchants or the sea. Learning, science publications, inventions and banking. Gain through secrets and the occult and large animals. Worries and loss through enemies, and generally fortunate conditions. Jupiter. Second house. Gain through educational affairs, short journeys, writings, music etc. Losses through sickness, servants, and animals. Well aspected gain through service, employees and small animals, pleasure or young people. Command over foreign language, a few brothers. Respected and comfortable old age. Venus. Second house. Gain through women and hard work, benefit through industrious activity. Gain by partnership, collecting debts, and gain through the deceased. If afflicted, losses and wants. Loss through partnerships etc. One will be licentious and sweet spoken. Saturn. Second house. Disrespected, dishonest, devoid of progeny, and of blessed gain through them. Gain through investments, pleasure, and children. Gain through deals in land, property, and estates. Interest in domestic science. If afflicted, poor education, low type profession, diseased mother, long life, strained relations with elder brothers, weak eyesight and bad teeth, subject to throat disease. Rahu or key to second house. Gain of money through unauthorized sources. A cruel and quarrelsome native swelling in eyes. In latter part of life, there will be comforts and wealth. The native will feel happy, but will not be respected. Third house. Sun third house. Friendship among kindred and neighbors. Friends through writings and journeys. Wealthy, respected and fond of music, dance, drama etc. Number of brothers. Gain from maternal relations. Moon third house. Respected, gain in honors and advancement through partners relatives. A native of brave and sanguine temperament, many enemies. Honors through short journeys, writings, and accomplishment. An average financial condition, no gain from brothers. Gain through business trips and governmental commission. Mars third house. Lords of second and seventh houses is posited in third house. It denotes gain through education, writings, brother, neighbors and short journeys, but enmity with some of the brothers or neighbors, brave and or rash temperament. Annoyed over triples, many enemies, difficulty through writings or contracts, religious or legal disputes, troubles or short journeys. An average financial condition. Mercury third house. Learned, intelligent, soft and sweet spoken. Accomplishments and progress through research, travel, investigations, explorations, travels, or writings. Successful in hopes and plans. Faith in religion, many brothers. When Mercury is weak, or combust, reverse results. Disappointments, sorrows, and troubles through some of the kindred, friends, or neighbors. Troublesome short journeys and writings. Interested in knowledge of occult science. Jupiter third house. Benefits through learnings, writings, short journeys. Learned and intelligent. Many brothers and gain through them. Knowledge of many languages. Pilgrimage. Interest in studies and methods of healing and industrial economy. There may be some strained relations with brothers or kindred and sickness also. Venus third house. Beautiful or handsome native, respected, sweet and soft spoken, comforts from wife, mental development, short journeys. Less gain from brothers and relations. When Venus is afflicted, there will be break in educations, restricted developments, troublesome relations. Since 8th house lord is in 3rd house, it may indicate danger of death on short journeys, death of brothers, psychic and mysterious experiences. Saturn 3rd house. Poor, gloomy, strained relations and loss through brothers. Last part of life happy. General life full of ups and downs and turmoils. Powerless enemies and under debt. When Saturn is ill placed and badly aspected. When strong, being a yoga Karka for Libra Ascendant, it will confer pleasure through kindred, liking for travel, drama, sports, and adventure. Journeys with or through children or young people. Gain through brothers. Rahu or Ketu 3rd house. Quarrelsome and obstinate. Many brothers and gain through them. Litigations and disputes in life. Fickle-minded and of bad temperament. 4th house. Sun 4th house. Inheritance and gain. Fortunate in property. Respected and famous. Wealthy. Love for father. Success and accomplishment of hopes. The parents may be separated in early age. Worried and owner of house etc. Moon 4th house. Wealth, respect and comforts from conveyance, land, and property. Gain and honor through parentage, land and property. Success at close of life. Troubles and worries from internal relations. Interest in reclamation, colonization, cooperative movements, horticulture, mining, architecture and archaeology. Mars 4th house. Estate or benefit through parents, land, or mines. Property by marriage, a chaste wife and happy married life. When Mars is afflicted, indicates litigations over property, robbery in house, loss by investment in property and mines. Afflicted health of mother, and may be disrespected or ill-famed. Mercury 4th house. Ecclesiastical or scientific, inheritance, possessions through wife's relations. Travel on account of family affairs or wife's mother. May there be loss or great difficulty through property, father, wife's secret sufferings, restrictions, or limitation at the end of life. A worried or troubled life. Jupiter 4th house. In debilitated sign. Generous and well respected. Intelligent and learned, impressionable and sweet speech. Lucky and wealthy. Builder of temples, inns, and charitable places. Since it is 6th lord, it will give sickness of father through worry and changes. Sickness of native through anxiety and troublesome home or domestic affairs. Troubles through servants in the home. Traveling and writing in connection with home affairs and property. If afflicted, reverse other results. Maiden eye, birth of male child. Venus 4th house. Respected and wealthy. Fond of music, knowledge of law and other languages. Comforts from conveyance. Limited progeny. Gain through lands, mines, inheritance and possessions. Home connection and affairs with the father. Success late of life. Occult investigations. Gain in property through the deceased, probably by the death of parents. Being 8th lord, when Venus is afflicted, it will give death of parents. Danger through falls and falling buildings, floods, and storms. Troubles over inheritance, lord, and property. Few children and difficulty through them. Saturn 4th house. Yoga Karka planet in 4th house is in his own sign, and denotes gain from immovable property, acquisition of property and conveyance. Gain from superiors and gut, loss of money, good health, ill health to mother, kidney trouble, assistance of father, benefits, and profit in the place of birth. The native's children profit through gifts from their grandfather. Love of home. Rahu or Ketu 4th house. A worried and troublesome life. Residence or travel to foreign land. Devoid from the comforts of parents. Under debt and poor. Enmity with relations. Unwanted expenditures in life. 5th house. Sun 5th house. A propensity to pleasure through gambling and children. Many love affairs. Respected and famous. Grief of children may result in untimely death of a progeny. More troubles and turmoils in middle part of life. Moon 5th house. Children may suffer from sickness, but rise to honors. Gain and honor through speculations. Pleasure, young people, sports or the stage. Wealthy, respected and owner of land and property. Gain from children in life. Lucky and happy in last part of life. Mars 5th house. Gain by speculations, investment, pleasure, entertainment, young people and children. Abortions. The native marries and enjoys much pleasures thereby. Loss of earned and accumulated money. A native of rash temperament. Mercury 5th house. Liberal or of unconventional ideas. Free living. Learned. Fond of opposite sex. Takes pleasure in science, voyages, philosophy, air flights, foreign investments and speculations. Secret sorrows and difficulty through love. There can be loss through speculations also. Jupiter 5th house. Respected, famous and wealthy. Pleasure journeys, mental pleasure through children, but they will remain sick. Pleasure through brothers, reading, study accomplishments and travel to pleasure places. Illness due to overindulgence in pleasure and sports resulting in loss of accumulated wealth. Death of some nearest relative. Venus 5th house. Wealthy and learned. Unfortunate children or death of someone. Danger through excessive pleasures, speculations, sports, and recreations. Saturn 5th house. Middle part of life troublesome, not well educated. Death of child. Worried life. Defamed due to some accusation and eye trouble. But when aspected benefically reverse results. Rahu or Ketu 5th house. Rahu frees the native from many troubles, calamities and dangers. Favorable for children with land, life and are fortunate. The native gains some public employment or office and fond of pleasures. Ketu in 5th house is not good. It may deny the native from any issue, or may portend their destruction suddenly or violently, and may become disobedient. Excessive or irregular pleasures produce much harm. 6th house. Sun 6th house. Brave and victory over enemies. Faithful servants and beneficial circumstances. Friends among working and army, navy, or service people. Grief from parents. Loss of ancestral property, and through lawsuits. Moon 6th house. Modest worldly position, gain, and honor through service, employment, army or navy affairs. Many enemies, may be disreputed. May face worries and troubles up to middle of life and face debts. Mars 6th house. Gain through inferiors, Hygiens and services. Marriage below status. Has sickly wife and heavily disposed employees. Strained relations with relatives. Loss of ancestral property. Weak stomach. Mercury 6th house. Many enemies. Troubles through employees. Difficulty through work in foreign lands. Or in connection with exporting limitations on account of sickness. Jupiter 6th house. Some severe illness. Command over foreign languages. Difficulty through brothers. Interest in study of social economy. Financial condition not sound. Grief and worries from wife and children. Many enemies and losses through relatives and friends. If well aspected, reverse results are indicated. Venus 6th house. Dangerous sickness, loss of money earned by employment, and through those who may keep it. Licentious and adulterous. Many enemies and loss through women. Disease of wind etc. are indicated. Saturn 6th house. Stomach trouble, diseased, disputes with relations, under debt, loss of agricultural land, disrespected, loss of professions through sickness, servants, and animals. When well aspected reverse results. Rahu or Ketu 6th house. Worried or troubled through enemies, but victory over enemies, loss of property and respect through the gut, change of residence. A worried and troubled native. 7th house. Sun 7th house. A loving partner with desirable friendship and social connections, success in lawsuits. Respected, famous and wealthy. Blessed with land and property. Gain through brothers. Moon 7th house. Gain through lawsuits, and dealing with the public generally. Honors and reputation assisted by an honorable marriage and partnerships in responsible concerns. Connections with many women. Respect and gain through mother's relations. Intelligent and learned. Travel in foreign country. Gain from gut and business. Mars 7th house. Marriage in a good family. Gain by marriage. Contract business and dealing with others, especially with women. Brave and courageous. Victory over enemies. Success in lawsuits. A progressing partner, but likely one who grows cold, or proves untrue or hostile. Brothers will be prosperous and gain of wealth and respect through them is also indicated. Mercury 7th house. Learned and intelligent. Knowledge of many languages. Public enemies through religious, scientific or seafaring people. Marriage to a stranger be opposed to the native. Grief from wife in middle age. Troubles through deceit and treachery through unions, contracts, partnerships, and lawsuits. Sickness, discord, and opposition of partner. Trouble through women generally. Jupiter 7th house. Marriage as a result of journey, writing or with one of kin. Long life, generous and truthful. Average life up to middle age. Under debt, worried. Quarrels through servants, difficulties with disreputed women and sickness. Troubles with employees. Last part of life will be comfortable. If afflicted reverse results. Venus 7th house. A rich partner or one to whom money comes unexpectedly. Association with other women and fond of opposite sex. Generous, gain and comforts from conveyance. Favored, respected. A jolly and submissive nature. A man of rank and powers. If afflicted loss and trouble through law, union and open enemies. Marital happiness, may there be death of partner, danger of death by violence, suicide, accident or war. Saturn 7th house. Saturn is an enemy's camp. Ugly women, difficulties in childhood, rash temperament, greedy slow workers, many enemies, influence of opposite sex, mainly remain in foreign country, diseased wife, disturbed family life. No gain from journey and business. Comforts in old age. Rahu or Ketu 7th house. Rahu in 7th house lessens the number of enemies, increased profit dealing with others, and portends delight and gain through opposite sex, whose influence may benefit the native. It is testimony for a wise and wealthy partner. Ketu denotes many enemies, calumnies raised by enemies or competitors. Contentions, and difficulties with partner, but is also portends the death or destruction of enemies. 8th house. Sun 8th house. Death of friends, gifts, or legacies from friends. An easy demise. Loss of ancestral property, lawsuits, danger to respect, and may face punishment. Many enemies and opponents. Devoid from the comforts of parents. Moon 8th house. Gain and honors in handling the estate or money of others, also through lawsuits, legacies, inheritance, insurance etc. of deceased person. Many enemies, difficulties in early part of life, short life, subject to afflicted or weak moon and other checks. Troubles through relations. Last part of life will be very lucky. Mars 8th house. Death of wife of partner, some inheritance but difficulty over it, loss of money through marriage and partnerships if afflicted. Gain by legacy and goods of the dead, or through money of the partner. If afflicted, loss of legacy, money through the financial loss of others, as bank failures etc. Mercury 8th house. An unsatisfactory end and medium life. Many misfortunes, secret enemies die, trouble over inheritance, persecution regarding religious, scientific, or educational convictions also through publications. Gain by long journeys concerning legacies or good of deceased persons. Death of partners, kindred. Psychic experiences. Strained relation with learned persons. Jupiter 8th house. Long life, grief of brother and friends. Honest and respected man. Troubled early life, dangerous illness, death of servants, animals, poultry etc. Financial rewards for faithful work and service. False accusations, or trouble on account of death or bequests. Death at the hand of a cruel enemy. Venus 8th house. Birth of sons, respected, concern over affairs of dead, and with money of partner and finances of others. Death through irregularity, occult experiences, mediumistics, a comfortable fixed partner. Spiritualistic experiences. Saturn 8th house. Short life, more sons than daughters, diseases in early life, respected, and reputed. Comfortable middle life. Foreign journey, diseased and comforts from conveyance. Suffers through children who may die before the native. Loss through speculation and gambling. Gain by legacy or estate. Rahu in 8th house promotes health, and conduces to longevity, testimony for gifts and legacies and gain by those deceased. Ketu denotes loss of goods through deception, sudden or violent death. Danger from poison, worried and troubled. 9th house. Sun 9th house. Gain and success through long journeys, respected and famous. Gain from parents' property, friendship through travel or learning. Friends among educators, ministers, writers, explorers and inventors. Moon 9th house. Honorable voyages, professional journeys, honors through learning, writings, publishing, research or philosophy. A religious or intellectual, mother's care, training and efforts. Wealth and honest. Mars 9th house. Marriage through stranger, from afar. Gain by partners, relatives, partner's journey to foreign lands. Gain by books, trading at sea, long journeys, philosophy, religion, science and wife's kindred. If afflicted, reverse the results. Mercury 9th house. Pilgrimage, traveling for education, scientific or religious purposes. Prophetic dreams, many fine qualities. Splendid possibility through culture and development. Long journeys, secret missions, investigations, exploration, secluded, research. Learned, intelligent and generous. Jupiter 9th house. Long life, journey to foreign land, gain through philosophy, publishing and science. Danger through overstudy. Generous, wealthy, intelligent, gain through relations. Sickness abroad at sea while traveling. Work in connection with foreign affairs or universities. Expenditure on religious and charitable institution. Venus 9th house. Ancestral property, respect, favor, and gain from gut. Wealthy, long journeys, religious or psychic experience. A beautiful and well-versed wife, respect, and gain through her. Prophetic dreams. Interest in science, invention, law, philosophy, and matters of higher mind. Old age will be comfortable and lucky. Saturn 9th house. Acquisition of money, happy, respected, high status, comfortable during young life, good and harmonious relations and gain from father and mother's brothers. Dutiful children and gain from them. Pleasure in foreign land. Rahu 9th house. Rahu indicates the improvement in the mental qualities and gives success in educational, legal or studies. Favorable for voyages and foreign affairs. True dreams and prophetic intuition. Key to ninth house. Afflicts the faculty of faith, and portends miserable or unfortunate voyages, curious dreams, unreliable promotions, trouble or danger of imprisonment in foreign lands. 10th house. Sun 10th house. Friendship among those of good position. Gain and honors through those of high standing in social, business or gov circles. Respected, wealthy and famous. A native of power and authority. Profit from ancestral property. Happiness and gain from brothers. Respect from officers and rulers. Moon 10th house. Gain and honor through profession, honorary office or gov employee. Success aided by mother's care, training and efforts. Comforts after troubles and worries. Reverse results when afflicted or weak. Mars 10th house. Gain by occupation, profession, merchandising. Gov, wife's parents. A honorable partner beneficial to the professional career. Mercury 10th house. Honor, credit, influence of opposite sex, adulterous and esteem through science, literature, or travel. Success in foreign affairs. Sorrows through mother or in-laws. Liability to disgrace, discredit and preservation from superiors and authorities. Jupiter 10th house. Wealthy, intelligent, and famous. Professional and honorable journeys and gain through them. Renown also through writings or other accomplishments. Intelligent and gain through brothers. Respect and authority from gov, comforts from conveyance. Venus 10th house. Gain and comforts from conveyance. Successful in hope, merit, honor, performantal success, rise to high social or professional position. Other person will lose money by him, according to the planet's aspect. If afflicted, reverse the results. Saturn 10th house. Honorable children, renown in speculations. Gain in possession by trade, profession, public or gov, work or by fruits of earth. Gain from in-laws. When afflicted, it makes the native anti-religious, cheat, liar, irritable temperament, disrespect, and litigations. Rahu 10th house confers on the native honors, credit and high position by merit of industry and ability. Key to 10th house denotes loss of position through deception, treachery and adverse public conditions such as sudden depressions, changes or failures. 11th house. Sun 11th house. Respect, regards and wealth. Well-defined hopes and successful wishes. Wealthy and a native of rank and power. Gain of parental property. Brave and courageous. Many friends and beneficial acquaintances. Friend among unique, ingenious, original or radical people. Gain through brothers. Moon 11th house. An honorable fortune, a comfortable and happy life after middle age. Eminent friends among legislators and those in high or professional position. A lawsuits, but recovery from worries. The native is helpful to his associates and others. Ambitious and ideal. Mars 11th house. Gain or loss by friends and accidental fortune. Fond of company of religious persons. A native will lead an independent life. Grief from the death of brother in the middle age. Friends become public opponents or enemies. Journeys to lands in the company of religious persons. Marriage to a widow or widower with children, but liable to trouble through them. Mercury 11th house. Fortune, friendships on voyages and friends among foreigners in foreign lands. Acquaintances among travelers, scientists, and legislators. Adulterous and fond of opposite sex, waste, and loss of money through women. Under debt. Sufferings on account of religious or other convictions. Jupiter 11th house. Fortunate through brothers. Intelligent, learned and generous. Comforts from conveyance. A wealthy and respected native. Hopes and wishes accomplished through progressive studies. Correspondences with friends, through journeys and gain through them. Respect, good rank and favor from gov. Sickness amongst friends and family. Hopes depend too much on acquaintances. Interest in legislative activities, political and social welfare. In middle of life, one becomes under debt. Venus 11th house. No dearth of enemies, rheumatic pain, danger of defamation, loss of wealth, reversal in business and profession, strained relations with brother, litigation when afflicted. But when well aspected, then great attachment with children and friends. Happy conclusions to the hopes and wishes. Friends through speculation or pleasure among legislators, ambassadors and sportsmen. Many hopes and wishes attained in old age. Saturn 11th house will be learned, dear to people, be an author of treatises, be very skillful, and be endowed with many sons and wealth. Fear of secret diseases. He will be liberal, virtuous, charitable, and helpful to others. Rahu 11th house. Rahu in 11th house indicates meritorious friendships, acquaintances which assist in the realization of hopes and wishes. Key to 11th house denotes undesirable associations, loss of opportunities, and of hopes. Wrong advice and false friends. When well aspected, reverse result are denoted. 12th house. Sun 12th house. Intelligent, respected and will hold a power and authority. Gain from generous, and of sanguine thinking. Deceitful friends who may cause much sufferings. Sorrowful friends. One may become worried due to unwanted expenditure, but will soon control them. Kind to everybody. Good friendship amongst occult people. Pleasure in peaceful, quiet, harmonious or secluded places. Moon 12th house. Position of 10th lord in 12th house is derogatory. It indicates loss of office or honor, dignity etc. through business. Associates who become secret enemies. Unfortunate environments and conditions. Professional secrets. Difficulty in employment. Limitations relieved by the studies of recondite science or metaphysics. If well aspected and strong, then favorable results. Mars 12th house. A native of independent view and living. Many enemies. Unhappy marriage. Secret sorrows. Jealous vexation and sickness. Lawsuits after middle age. Partner or opponents may cause imprisonment or fear of it. Danger of death at the hands of enemies. If 8th house lord is afflicted. Gain by affairs of secret nature through hospitals, occult investigations and by large animals. Mercury 12th house. Difficulty and loss in business. Sorrows through religion, science, journeys. If a writer or inventor has a hard time to complete his work and put it to the public, in middle or latter part of his life seeks seclusion for development, occult learning etc., and makes long journeys for the same. Powerless enemies, secret investigation, fondness of animals, limitations, afflictions, and adversities prove to be blessing in disguise by developing in a growth of understanding. Early life full of difficulties. Jupiter 12th house. A teacher or professor. Great sorrows through brothers. Secret sufferings. Occult learning. Seclusion or estrangements from brothers or kindred. Many enemies who will be source of worries. Danger of enmity and imprisonment while traveling. Respected. Unwanted and uncalled for expenses. Sickness or work in large institutions. Work of secret or mysterious nature. Interest in archaeology and submarine life. Grief from children. Venus 12th house. Loss through opposite sex. Difficulty over inheritance. Death of secret or private enemies. Great sorrows, fear, or anxiety due to death or imprisonment. Less respect. A happy man in spite of many adversities. Gain and benefit through understanding of the occult and secret missions. Success in middle life. Saturn 12th house. Gentle. Difficulties in early life. Loss through enemies. Loss of money and expenditure more than income. Unhappy life. Afflicted health. End of life and seclusion. Or devoted to the study of occult subjects. Children may cause secret sorrows. Ruin through speculations. Pleasure through the investigation of things of mysterious and research nature. Rahu 12th house. Rahu denotes gain by secret methods or in seclusion, and success in occultism. Key to 12th house. Indicates frequent harassment by the mechanizations of the secret enemies. Liability to imprisonment or restraint and restrictions. Unfavorable to health. Inclines to self-undoing.